Hello, welcome to the World Al-Nassr Qabs and Mohabi. Al-Nassr news today transfers. Guys, that's a link of Mason Greenwood. I don't know if currently, but it's a former Manchester United because he's not on loan to Marseille. According to Marca and some news articles, there's a rumor which link Mason Greenwood to Al-Nassr for £31 million. I think there's still a connection between Mason Greenwood and Manchester United. 50% when Marseille sell. So I don't know. From the word go, it was between Anthony and Mason Mount. So either we, according to the rumors, we'll get Anthony. If not, then we'll get Mason Greenwood. I don't know if this what you call this link is possible. I don't know if it's possible, but of course, if it's possible, we'll see. But looking at this link of Mason Greenwood, yes, he can stay in Marseille. It seems like in the Premier League, it won't be easy for him to go back and play in the Premier League. So he was in La Liga. We all saw what happened. They were marking him sometimes when he's on the field. So in France, by now, it's fine. He's playing. But if he wants to win something, because where we are now, looking at Monaco, how they are strengthening their lineup, they're strengthening their team. It's not going to be easy. They have already signed Pogba. So it's not going to be easy for Marseille. Of course, Aubameyang is there. I think he's back in Marseille, Aubameyang. But you expect PSG to win the League One. And then, of course, between when you look Liverpool, PSG, and then, of course, Real Madrid, and then Barcelona, they will be, one of three, or even Bayern Munich, 5 teams which are going to contest for the coming Champions League 2025-2026 season. So Mason Greenwood, if he wants to win a championship, being any championship or a cup, he will supposed to leave. He'll have to leave the Marseille. So with that, then that's where we can say at least he will leave, and then maybe Al-Nassr can buy him if they don't get Anthony. But there's another link, but that link is like that link of Makukurela, Bernardo Silva of Manchester City. Come on. I don't take it serious. It's just a link. It's like the link of Bruno Fernandes. It was just a link of another journalist who will just wake up and link this player. But this season, there's Al-Nassr, there's more big players which are linked to Al-Nassr. It shows the development of the league, but Al-Nassr, how now is starting to be popular, because almost every Kim Min-jae is linked. Fernandez, and then Bernardo Silva, and. But then um, tomorrow we'll play. We're going to play. Is it tomorrow? No, on Thursday. We're going to play on Thursday. There was a rumor that we're going to play today, but on Thursday we're going to play Rio Ave. Rio Ave. It will then show if we really need a left back. I still say we need a right back and a left back. But there's Pau Torres from Aston Villa. Uh, uh, is a very is a centre back. Yes, it's a centre back. It's a centre back. As a coach said we're going to sign a centre back. So as a centre back from Aston Villa, I don't know. It's a rumor. It's a link. It started I think last or today. No, last night. Yes, in the evening. Then came this rumor of Pau Torres. Uh, but all in all, when you look at Al-Nassr this season, it seems like they, even if we're going to get some, because last year our defense, that's why we had more problems. It was shaky. So this season, I mean, um, we are linked to many center backs, which is going to help because as we speak now, we have Mohamed Samekan, but we signed the center back on free from free transfer from Al Shabab. So I believe it's gonna be a season which this season is going to be that season which we're going to have a solid defense because we have now Natal Al-Sharari, and then we if we can get a right back because we played Yaya on the last match on the right back, but if we can get the right back, it's going to be, I mean, we only need a right back and a left back, but if we firstly get a right back, then I think we're going to be fine, unless if coach thinks he's going to use Yaya as a right back for the coming season. Of course, there's a speed. If Yaya can just I mean, from that, understand and then uh, like the position, uh, the speed and the attack, then you'll have a right back which plays an as a taking right back. If the coach is looking at Yaya like that means next year is going to be one of those year where we're going to be a solid team. I mean, looking at 2 years, I mean, 2 seasons or 3 seasons back, we've been solid on scoring goals, but the problem is the defense and some little bit shaky on the midfielder, on midfield. But Leslie's going to. It seems like he's gonna play as our midfielder. If maybe we're going to concentrate on the defense, because we only have to sign three. But there's no problem with Leslie, our young boy from Zelchesnika, Abdul Malik Al Jada. I think is going to work for him. Playing with next to Marcelo experience, but changing with Leslie. Oh, I don't know if that friendly of Sheffield United is still going to we're still going to play that friendly, but um, if we're going to play that friendly of Sheffield United, it's going to help because looking at Sheffield United in most of their games now, the way they are playing is just going to now expose us, and then we'll understand how we, I mean, with everything, are we still playing well? Are we still playing as a team? Our defense and our midfield, we need that team. Of course, Toulouse tried to push us to that level, but we end up winning that game. But we need a team like Sheffield United. But I'm happy with Almeria. Almeria is such a strong team. Of course, it's not as strong as some of these Atletico Madrid and Sevilla, but if playing with Almeria is going to show you how you, I mean, you still need to improve, or you are now fine from the midfield. But of course, I want to see Leslie with a team like Almeria, like Sheffield United, and then if we can get a team from there, maybe a team like Porto. I don't know. Last year I think we played with Porto, but I think if we can get Porto, because this is the last week of the Premier League, the coming week of the Premier League, the 10th. Yes, this is the next week. Next week, Premier League start. I mean, they are starting on the 15th, I think so. Premier League. So you expect you are not going to get. If you want Sheffield, you must get Sheffield this week, because Sheffield already, they are starting Championship. I think it's starting this week, the English Championship. So the Premiership is starting next week. So you only left with. So we can close the Sheffield United one, because if we're going to play Almeria, Sheffield United will start, I think, on Friday. The Championship will start, or on Saturday, then fully they will play. So I don't know if maybe they will get that friendly while they are playing the Championship. But of course, even the Premier League, if you want to get a team from Premier League, it's going to be during the week of next week, of course. And then for PSG and last year, yeah, we played one of our preseason match. It was against PSG. This year, of course, it's already late. They are preparing for the UEFA Super Cup, so you don't expect them to. To be part of the preseason matches from now. Soon, La Liga, League One is starting. So, of course, we'll see. We'll see. There were rumors about Crystal Palace. Even that one, if maybe it's gonna be a very good. It's going to be how to prove ourselves. If we going to have that opportunity to play with Crystal Palace, it's going to be a very good test for Al-Nassr. But with the link of Bernardo Silva, guys, let's take it as the rumor of Makukurela. There's nothing to write on here. And then the rumor of Mason Greenwood. Yeah, that's this one. We have to track it. We have to follow this link. Maybe it's going to be one of those links which will end up be the transfer, one of the transfer season of Al-Nassr. Last week when we played Toulouse, I like something which was between Jorge Jesus and Felix. I mean, after the match, coach says, "I know how good he is. I know his potential." So he sort of encourage him to I mean to perform better than he performed in that game of Toulouse. And I said, this is the right coach for Felix, because he went to Atletico Madrid and then he went Chelsea, Barcelona, AC Milan. But I think he needed someone who says, I know you are good enough, but now you have to give me your all. You have to do everything to become one of the best players. And I think these 2 years in Al-Nassr is going to benefit him a lot. If a coach says after playing, and the coach says, you have played well, but I know you are good enough. I know you can do better than what you did in this game. And this, I mean, will give him, it will open that space of him to say, I can improve. I know I'm best, but I can improve. And then he is supposed to improve. I mean, the intensity in the games of the SPL now is not just games of, they are not average. I mean, you need to play in your highest level. The speed. I mean, you'll face Al Hilal, you'll face Al Ittihad, and you will face Ivan Anthony Al Ahly, and you will face Al Qasiyah. I mean, everyone saw how Al Qasiyah is playing last year. I mean, they played very, very well by getting that fourth position, and only the difference was about maybe three points of Al-Nassr ahead of Al Qasiyah. I mean, it shows how this league is improving. And then don't forget the Al Shabaab, a very good side, Al Shabaab and Al Ettifaq. It was not good for Al Ettifaq, but the end of the season, Al Ettifaq now started to connect and play as a team. And talking about Al Qasiyah and Al Ettifaq, I think Al Ettifaq is playing today against, I'm not sure, but I think it's a team from Qatar, a pre-season match. And Al Qasiyah, 9 o'clock today, they're going to play against, maybe while I'm shooting, they will start, they're going to play against Sevilla. They're going to play against Sevilla. So I'm interested on that game to see how they're going to perform. And then Al Ahly, and then Al Hilal is playing tomorrow, on Wednesday. On Wednesday, not tomorrow. On Wednesday, Al Hilal is playing their first. I think it's going to be their first pre-season match. Of course, they are not going to participate on the Super Cup, as we spoke about it on the last video, that Al Hilal is going to is not going to participate on the Super Cup. So while we are preparing for the Super Cup in Hong Kong, they will still continue with their preseason. So because I think the league will start around the 22nd of this month, or not 22nd, because the final is on the 23rd. The final of the Super Cup, the Saudi Super Cup, is on the 23rd, guys. So you expect the leagues to start around, but I will check, we'll confirm. We are far with the league to start, so we can still will confirm. I don't know if the fixtures are already out, but I check. I mean, if not yesterday or 2 days back, they were not yet um, given to this sports sites to, I mean, put it on their websites. So if we're going to sign Mason Greenwood, therefore then we'll have to we'll sign then one defender. But as I said, I think we're going to place Nada Al Sharari as our centre back, and we have Abdul Al Hamri. Um, for the season, guys. Sorry, the season 2020 for this season of 2025-2026, I think we'll play with Nada Al Sharari. I expect Nada Al Sharari to start and play almost most of our games as a centre back. But if we end up signing Greenwood, therefore we'll get a right back, and then we are not going to sign a centre back unless if Yaya coach have decided that Yaya is going to play that right back, then we're going to get the centre back who's going to change with Nada Al Sharari, because now you have Mohamed Simakan. You need someone solid next to Mohamed Simakan. I believe Nada Al Sharari wouldn't have any problem to embrace, I mean, for him and Mohamed Simakan to embrace each other. Laporte, of course, Laporte is leaving. So with Laporte, we can't say anything. We expect him to leave. So it's final, even though for now there's no official bid for him. But I think he will be leaving, because if the coach says Laporte is going to leave, according to Lopez Vega, Alejandro Lopez Vega, yes, on that interview, the coach says they're going to leave with Atovia, so of course they're going to leave. And there's a rumor, and then we're going to look at this rumor, guys, when we get that chance, that these 4 teams, which all of them are owned by the investment fund of the Saudi Arabian investment fund, which is your Al Ittihad, Al Hilal, and Al-Nassr, and Al Ahli. But I heard, and it's a rumor actually. That rumor, we said they want to sell 3, but they want to be, and then they will remain only with Al Ahli, Jeddah. So I don't know if that thing is still on, but Al Nassr, among all of these teams, Ronaldo has I think 15%. Now they are saying 20% stake on Al Nassr. So let's see. We'll make a video about it and then analyze it, because they want to sell 75, but for analyzing for Ronaldo already he has 15, so of 20, so it's going to be 70. So we'll look at it. We'll look at it, and then we have improved even in our officials, guys. We signed Sima Coutinho, and then we have signed. Actually, they will take it as a promotion, because now our CEO Jose Samido, and then but the way you look at transfer this season, you see now that change from the officials. I mean, in the management. I mean, it's reflecting on our transfer season, our transfer this season. I mean, the way we don't just go and buy, we take time, we know who to buy. We needed this, I mean, last season, especially last season. I mean, last season we bought Angelo from the Blue Train from Chelsea, but he was in France, Strasbourg. Strasbourg. And then we then buy the Corinthian player Leslie, which for now it seems like he was not a good signing. And then we bought Bendo from Palmeiras. But this season, we have started this season very good. We have signed Nada Al-Sharari, a centre back, and then we signed Joao Felix. If we can get a defense and we get maybe a winger, will be fine. And already we have signed again Abdullah Malik, and for 5 years. Is it 5? Yeah, for 5 years. Even for with Mason Greenwood, he has, is it 5-year or 6-year contract with, it's 6 year remain now with 5 with Marseille. So 5 years, 6-year contract left with 5. Yeah. Is it going to be 31 million pounds? Is it going to be 31? I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll manage this rumor and follow it to the last call so that we can know if Mason Greenwood will be part of Al-Nassr. It's going to be a very good signing, but 5-year contract. But if the way I'm saying it, that if he wants to win something, he will have to leave Marseille. Of course, you don't expect Marseille to win the League One anytime soon. They might win it, but anytime soon. And of course, you don't expect them to win the Champions League. So, yes, if we going to sign him, it's gonna be that signing. But another thing which Marcelo, I think we need a midfielder to change with Marcelo, because but in the midfield we have Malik and who, Abdul Harim. So he complained last season because he was not getting minutes, so he wanted to leave. So it seems like no, he's no longer going to leave because now there's a new coach, and the coach seems like he will give him minutes. So I think, and he's a very good player. Harim is a very good player. I mean, the season 2024 2023, 2024. I mean, with Castro, he had minutes and he played very, very well, Harim. And then when Piol signed with Stefano Piol, and then everything changes. And then he was on the bench, and then but it seems like he's no longer living. Just like Ali Jami, he ended up leaving, left to Al Hilal, but I wish that decision. They waited for the new coach to come then, so that he can take that decision. But it's over now. He signed with Al Hilal. For me, he's a good defender. But we'll then look at the if the goalkeeper Nawaf Al Akidi. Don't forget that Nawaf Al Akidi was loaned. I mean, last season it was very bad. I mean, even Nawaf Al Akidi ended up leaving, but now he's back. He's back now. Because this season is going to be a very long season. It's going to be a very long season because you expect you expect you expect Al-Nassr to play the group stages, and then after then all the way to the knockout stages, maybe until to the semi-final or even to the final of the Champions League 2. The way they are preparing this season, I mean, you expect them to be to participate on the last four of the champions of the Champions League 2, and then you expect them again to perform to participate on the last four of the Kings Cup, and then to of the Kings Cup, of course, and then so we need to sign players, not just players going to be on a bench and not participate, and the coach look at them and say they are not good enough. But we'll have to go and get those players who are going to, I mean, rotate. Like one player who's going to rotate Marcelo, another player who's going to rotate Mane, who's going to rotate for Joao Felix, but who's going to rotate Joao Felix, and another player who's going to rotate Angelo. And one who's going to rotate Mohamed Simakan, because Mohamed Simakan even last year played a lot of games. He ended up getting injured in one of those matches. So we will need for a goalkeeper. I think we'll be fine. We can get another goalkeeper, just one. But I was expecting us to get a world-class goalkeeper, but the signings are only 8 foreign players. So I think we'll end up with Nawaf and Bento, and then we'll get another goalkeeper. But we have a goalkeeper. One goalkeeper, we loaned him from Al Ettifaq. Is back to Al Ettifaq. So we have a 22-year. I will confirm who's that player, our goalkeeper. So with goalkeepers, maybe if we can get the world class, but if we don't, because my expectation, I love the goalkeeper of Al Qasiyah, but now Al Hilal jump in and just take him away from us. He's gone now. He's an Al Hilal player, so we must forget. But all in all, I don't think if we don't get a world-class goalkeeper from Europe, especially, or if we can just go and get that one of Al Ahly, but Al Ahly Egypt. But if not, we'll then play with our own. so that we can then open that space for defenders. But all in all, uh, it's Monday. We expect this week to see who are we going to sign this week. I think it's gonna be a busy. We are left with how many now? 6, 7. The transfer on Europe, it will go. It's end on the 1st of September, but in Saudi ends on the 2nd of September. Yes. So from here, but now we are linked with how many center backs? One from Stuttgart, one from Aston Villa, one from Barcelona, and the other one from um, Bayern Munich. But it's clear with Kim Min Jae now. It seems like the camp of Kim Min Jae says no, there is no link between Kim Min Jae and Al-Nassr. So we'll look at that one, but it seems like there's no clear link between Al-Nassr and Kim Min Jae. If is that if that is the issue, therefore the link now is Andreas Christensen and then Shabbat and then now this player from Aston Villa. If we can get one of them, but I'm interested in this one, Andreas Christensen. But one of them, because Christensen can play even as a left back, so it's going to work for Sultan. He can help if Sultan is not playing well. Then you know that you have the centre back who can play as your left back. Because Hanko is gone. But all in all, guys, we'll then manage all these rumors and all this transfer of, especially this week, next week. They will heat up now as this Premier Leagues now. It's not going to be easy for you to sign after they've started, because now they will close, as it seems like Aston Villa has rejected Manchester United. If, I think it's just a rumor, but if Manchester United really, Aston Villa, it seems like they are closing, but I don't think Manchester United, even this rumor, I don't think Manchester United can go and get Martinez if they must sell Onana first. So either they sell Onana, if Onana is not sold, I don't see any possible way where they can get Martinez. So even that rumor says he's rejected. I need someone to confirm it first for me to believe it. And then with Al Hilal to Isak, that issue is still between the Liverpool and Newcastle, because Newcastle, it seems like they are not going to get that player from Leipzig. They are going to make this transfer very hectic for Liverpool. They've already rejected the first bid, so they're going to make this transfer of Isak hectic for Liverpool. So for Al Hilal never approached them, according to Fabrizio Romano. So it was just a link again. With Darwin Núñez, I think Darwin Núñez will end up in Al Hilal. So we are expecting as Al-Nassr, expect Al Hilal, Darwin Nunes, to play against Al-Nassr next season. For me, I think Darwin Nunes is going to sign with Al Hilal. He was open to join the Saudi League. I mean, on January, I think even last season, the beginning of last season, on a pass transfer, I think he was open to join the Saudi Professional League. But maybe the offer was not on the table from the Saudi side, but or maybe Al-Slot was still he needed him just to finish that season, to if it was on January, but yes, of course, and then they won that Premier League. But this season, Liverpool is opened to sell him, and then as I know, he was open to join the Saudi, so he will join Al Hilal. I think he will end up joining Al Hilal. There's no way. He was open to Napoli, but I think Napoli, they can afford his transfer. So now he will end up in Al Hilal. Of course, we expect that. But then, all in all, when we sign this year, we must know this season. We must know when we sign this season, it's going to be a very, very tough season, a long, tough season for both Al-Nassr and Al-Ittihad, because now I don't know, Alexander Mitrovic. There were rumors that he will end up leaving Al Hilal, but that rumor, I don't know if it's true, but you'll know. And then Malcolm, but I think it's going to be a long, long season, because Al Hilal, I mean, they've bought a Theo Hernandez, they have a new Nzeki, and then they have a new Nzeki, and then and now if they can, they will, I think they will end up getting Darwin Nunes. But we are fine. I think we are fine. We played them last season, and then we beat them. The first leg we drew 1-1, and when we beat them on the second leg, the returning leg, 3-1. I mean, we are fine. We are fine. For me, we are fine. We needed only a coach who understand the Saudi players only. So I think we are fine. Some people will say we need to sign maybe defenders. We only need maybe one defender. We only need a right back. Maybe we can say two, right back and left back, Sultan. But let's see, Yaya. My problem is that mistake which Laya passed to that player of Toulouse to score that goal only. But all in all, I don't think we need a lot of players. We just need one player, and maybe a left back, and then we'll be fine. I expect Al-Sharar Al-Sharar and Mohamed Simakan, I mean, to just play well in that position together. And looking at Leslie, I think we are starting to see Leslie of Corinthians now. I think we started to see Leslie of Corinthians. So I think maybe we can get the goalkeeper, but let's see Bento. I mean, Bento last year he made mistakes, but there's somewhere where he saved us. So let's see Bento. But if we will have a problem along the season, we have Nawaf Al-Akedi, which I think the coach will rely even in Nawaf Al-Akedi. They will change, I think, so one of them will play in the Champions League and another one will play on the league, or they will change, rotate like that. But I don't think there's a huge gap between us and Al Hilal. No, I don't think there's a huge gap. I think it was a lack of coaching last season, but with this new coach, I think we'll be fine. But this season, we have to win the league. We have to win the league, the season 2020, 2025, 2026. We have to win the league. Whether Al Hilal, by how many players improve their squad, we have to win the league. I mean, we have players who've been playing for about 2 seasons, 3 seasons together. I mean, Yaya, I mean, Mane, I mean, Marcelo, Abdul Harim. I mean, if Laporta will be here, I will say Laporte. If Laporte will be here, I'll say Laporte. But Laporte is leaving now. It's clear Laporte is leaving. We can't put Laporte here. So, but all in all, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine for the season 2020, 2025, 2026. We'll be fine this season. We have Joao Felix. I think we'll be so fine. I think instead of us maybe saying we're going to be afraid of Al Hilal, I think Al Hilal must be afraid of us this season. We have the best goal scorer in the league now. You can't compare any goal scorer. Bin Mitrovic, even Karim Benzema. No one. Even the Moroccan player who's playing in Al Shabab, that one who was on loan for the Club World Cup for Al Hilal, just go and help Al Hilal. The one which Ronaldo broke his record, that one. Even him, he's scored a lot of goals, but Ronaldo has proven as a powerful goal scorer in the Saudi League. I mean, for the 2 seasons. Golden Boot back to back. So you expect Ronaldo to finish this season again as a top goal scorer, if not, but a top goal scorer of Al-Nassr, and finish that. I mean, I saw the record was put by Fabrizio Romano since 2005 or 2007, around there. Ronaldo has been the top goal scorer of any club he played for, including Portugal. What a record. I mean, for 25 years, for 20 years, is it 18 years? Let's say 18 years. So people say it's for 18 years, I don't know. So they calculate from 2007. So from 2007, if they're saying 18 years, I'm not sure about that. But if they're saying from 2007, yeah, that's a record. But all in all, thank you guys. Please like the video and subscribe to this channel. You can do everything, you can watch, but subscribe to this channel. Make sure you don't leave before you subscribe, and then ring the notification bell, and then until we meet again, bye.